Greetings, everyone. My name is Jennifer, and together with me from Group M, I have Della and Ivana. Today, we're going to present about our final year project from the SEM department, supervised by Professor An. We're going to discuss about promoting financial inclusion through modern methodologies, in specific, a credit scoring alternative. The unbanked population, as the word itself suggests, are people who do not have bank accounts or people who are not using any financial services in any capacity. It is still startling to hear that a person is unbanked nowadays, when in fact about 1.7 billion people in the world is still unbanked. Nowadays, when we can make transactions with our cards or with a few taps on our mobile phones, those unbanked population are still behind on that. Moreover, not being able to build a credit history is one of the most devastating issues for the unbanked population. Without having a bank account, they do not have a credit score. Without having a credit score, they are not able to do the simplest things, like taking out loans. Not only the unbanked population, but financial institutions are also facing struggles from the current banking process. Their biggest hurdle is that they are spending so much money, time, and effort for their KYC process. We certainly believe that KYCs done by banks currently can be simplified to ease all sides of parties. Our proposed solution for this project includes a new method in identity verification and credit scoring model that will help answer this question for the unbanked population and also acts as a support for credit score generation of the unbanked population. Our main aim is to simplify the process of generating an individual's credit score and also to reduce the paperwork that is much of a hassle for everyone. To help narrow down the research, we focus on researching the Indonesian market. Our selection of case study is based on the market landscape, which includes the degree of needs of the credit scoring product. Indonesia is being considered particularly due to its large unbanked population and the rising demand for credit scoring products in the country. When we look at the market landscape itself, we see that the country has grown to adopt digital technology at such a rapid pace, becoming the highest internet users in Southeast Asia with 202 million at the penetration rate of 73.7%. With large number of middle income class and young and productive population, we believe that Indonesia would attract new digital products, making the population avid users of digital platforms in which the data can be utilized for our credit scoring model. However, despite the growth of the digital adoption and internet economy, the country has a large proportion of 51% unbanked population in 2021, while the global average is around 30%, making it one of the most valuable untapped markets in APAC's digital finance sector. This high number calls for the need to modify the existing traditional means to a more practical system. Rather than a person's bank account, we are using data that can be found online, like daily transactional accounts and official government data. Online applications such as Tokopedia, Shopee, or Gojek record a person's spending on their account. By scraping off transactions from these platforms, we will be able to verify a person's identity and capability of their spending. However, there will still be certain considerations before a user uses this method. A user has to be above 21 and also a regular user of these daily transactional accounts. To verify and strengthen our hypothesis for the product and also get to know the perspective from the user as well, we conducted a survey with more than 300 respondents who are Indonesian citizens around the age of 18 to 65 years old. Some of the questions are related to their demographic and background information, their willingness to share data, financial behavior in third party platforms, and their credit history. From this information, we then develop our credit scoring model accordingly. The chart here shows the data that we are scraping off from the sources for identity verification. By validating data that the customer input on the website with data from daily transactional accounts and official government data, we can verify their identity and use other data from these accounts. However, if the customer fails the identity verification, further actions would be required. The credit scoring model is divided into two parts, panel A and B. In panel A, we score the user based on their personal information as shown here. In panel B, we score the user on their spendings on the daily transactional accounts. From the survey conducted, we created an analysis on their spendings based on the income group they are in and created a threshold on where they are standing on the spending bell curve. With the analysis we made from a research paper on the Vietnamese credit scoring method, we came up with 10 percentiles to come up with loan decisions for banks or other financial institutions. However, These loan decisions are just suggestions that may not be followed by banks or other financial institutions, just like other CSMs. Let me show you a quick demo of our website. So this is the landing page of our website. Let's go to the sign up page. Okay, so this is the sign up page. After you fill in all this information, click on sign up, and there's actually a form that you will need to fill in, but as it's a little bit long, we'll skip that part and we'll show you at a later stage. Let's go to sign in. Okay, so once you're successfully signed in with all the information that you input, so this is what you'll be looking at. Okay, so you'll see the monthly income that you input and also the monthly spending on your daily transactional accounts that you input. We will automatically calculate the scores for you. And with those scores, you'll be able to look at the total credit score that you have based on our credit scoring model. You'll also look at the explanation of your credit score analysis, and also have a suggested loan decision from us. Okay, so you can also edit the score that you input earlier. So this is the form that I mentioned earlier. You will need to fill this in for you to sign up on our account. You can make edits as well after you created your account. So for example, we want to change the number here. Let's input a different number. Okay, spending on e-commerce. Okay, so as you can see, the scores here have changed. So our platform will immediately calculate the score changes after you change your spendings. So you can also see the increase or decrease in your spendings in the platform, in the dashboard itself. Okay, so here is the updated score from the new numbers that you input. Okay, now let's move on to the profile. Okay, so this is where you will see the validation of your identity. So after you fill in your information, we will also ask you to upload an Excel file that has your information from the daily transactional accounts and also official government data. Let's click on this. Okay, so this is where you upload that Excel file. Okay, so from the information that you input earlier to sign up in our platform, we will match that information with what you uploaded on the Excel file. So if the information is correct, we will give out a pass. If the information is not correct, then you will also be able to see what information is it that is not the same as what you input. If there's any change in your identity, you can change it here, and then also upload a new Excel file here and click on update details. So inherently in the platform, users should connect their daily transactional accounts by signing into each of these daily transactional accounts on the website. However, connecting and scraping your daily transactional account directly is not possible at this stage, as the developer API from each company is required, which can only be obtained through official partnerships. Hence, as a mock flow, we are utilizing the upload file function for users to share the data. Then upon finishing both credit scoring and identity verification, the data and the results will be shared with the respective financial services company. Okay, so this is all for our presentation. Thank you.